Hello guys and welcome to Busy Hands. I'm excited to share this helmet project with you and I'm going to show you how it all came together, just in case you would like to try your hands on something similar. Now this is our first video, so I urge you guys to play nice. With each step, I believe we're going to get better. I'm a creator from Nigeria and we sometimes do not have the best of materials or resources to work with. But we try our best to make do with what it is we have. Today's project is a custom motorcycle helmet painting. The materials I'm going to be using include airbrushes, markers, and paint brushes, and some colors as well. It's going to be a mix of spray painting and freehand painting. So, let's begin. This is the helmet we're going to be working on. He had a couple of scratches, which was quite uncomfortable for the owner. So he asked if we could repaint it and we obliged. The first thing we're going to do here is take off these reflective stickers and set them aside. Then we're going to take off the visor as well and set it aside. Remember to always keep your screws in a cup or a place where you know you can always have access to them when you eventually need them to reinstall them. Now we're going to take our masking tape and mask or cover the parts of the helmet we do not want to touch. Some people like to dismantle the helmet before they work on it, but I prefer to mask it to save me the stress of reassembling the helmet after I'm done painting. After successfully masking our helmet, we can proceed to the next phase, which involves using the sandpaper to sand off the helmet. The reason for this is so that we can take off the previous coatings and allow fresh paint to be applied to the helmet. And as soon as we're done sanding, we're going to apply what I call a primer, which will form the foundation for us to add new paint or new designs to the helmet. So what I'm doing here is sanding the helmet and also wiping it with a microfiber cloth to take off the dust and the debris. Our primer has been fully applied, as you can see here. To do this, I used a cellulose primer and applied it via a spray gun using the air compressor. If you notice some rough edges after you have applied your primer, don't worry. Just take your sandpaper and sand all those portions out until you get a smooth, even surface. Now that it's fully primed, we can begin the artwork. And I'm going to speed up a couple of the process to save us some time. I'm going to be working with these materials you can see on the screen, the colors, I have a color scheme I'm working with, and I'm also going to be working with the airbrush. And those are my gloves to protect my hand. Before we get started applying the colors, I like to wipe my helmet one more time to take out dust or oil particles or whatever may have settled on the helmet. I like to start with an opaque white color as a foundation, on which I can now begin to lay other colors. It makes sense to start from the lightest color and work your way to the darkest tones. After applying the white, I proceeded to apply a lemon yellow tone, like you can see. And lest I forget to mention, I recommend that you always have a sketch before you begin a project like this. A sketch will serve as your guide to help you visualize where you are going so you can get there easily. Here's the sketch I created using Procreate on my iPad. You can use whatever it is you have to create your sketch. It could be a sketch pad, it could be a notebook, whatever it is you can lay your hands on. Feel free to use that to create your sketch to help guide the process of what you're creating. You can see here how I have used the masking tape to mask out the word that I'm going to retain on this helmet. And then I have also marked the areas that I'm going to cut out that we're not going to work on. And after this, we will proceed to spray the red tone on the helmet. I'm working with a red, black, and lemon yellow color scheme here for this helmet, with touches of white and silver in strategic places. Our helmet project is coming out good. At this point, you can see I'm already taking off the masking tape to reveal what's underneath, because I'm also going to do some illustrative work on this portion of the helmet. Please be careful when you have to take out your masking tapes and try not to scratch the helmet while you do so. So the owner of this helmet wanted something that had to do with Spider-Man on his helmet. I decided to bring the Spider-Man to the front of the helmet as opposed to the back where it was initially in the sketch. This is because I looked at the design again and I thought it would be nicer to have Spider-Man up straight, staring at you in front, while the words could adorn the back of the helmet, like so. And as you can see, I am hand painting the Spider-Man because I want it to have a human touch. I really don't want it to look like something a machine printed. Our helmet is almost done. At this stage, I'm going to be using markers to create some lines, patterns, motions, and movements. Basically just having fun, with the design process of this helmet. You can already see how I have used the markers to carve out the words on the back of the helmet. I think it's looking pretty good, so we're just going to continue until we get to the finish line. At this point, I'm adding what I call last minute touches before I go on to seal the artwork with the clear coat. Now the clear coat is a mixture of a clear coat and a hardener, which you mix in certain ratios. There are videos on YouTube that will tell you the best ratios to work with, so feel free to check them out. And I recommend those videos because they're made by professionals who do this on a daily. I do this at my spare time as a hobby, but they do this daily. I believe they know more of what they're talking about. To apply the clear coat, I recommend using the big spray gun, which I have here in my hands, which I will connect to the air compressor. The air compressor is a big machine, so I can't show that on screen here. And the cup here is where you apply your mixture of clear coat and hardener before you go on to spray it and apply it on the helmet. And there we have it, guys. Our custom painted helmet is ready. I really enjoyed making this, and I hope you were able to learn a thing or two so you can create yours. Feel free to ask me any question in the comment section and I will do my best to answer. Like I mentioned, we have limited resources and we try to make the best with what we have. I would have really loved to stretch this project a lot further. Maybe detail the helmet a lot more by sanding the clear coat and polishing it, as I would really love to, but this is where I have to stop for now, so please bear with me. Maybe next time or in the next video, we'll be able to push it a step further and do a lot more. Thank you to everyone who has taken the time to watch this video. I'm sending you love from this side, and I'm looking forward to the next video. And also, shout out to everyone out there who is putting out content in this regard. It's not easy, so well done for all the efforts and all that you guys do. Thank you, because I also have been able to learn from some of the things that I have seen, and I'm also sharing that knowledge with you guys. Peace and love.